Hey, how you doing, YouTube? It's been a while since I last made a long-form video, but this requires a primer. As we all know, comedy is only truly funny when the joke is laid out and over-explained. It is known. So here's the background. I enjoy watching D&D show by a bunch of voice actors. The show is called Critical Role. They're currently on the third campaign. If you went back and listened, watched from the beginning of the first campaign, you'd be down for a couple hundred hours. Now you see why this reference needs a primer. Let's narrow in on the reference. Easy for me to say. This is Sam Riegel. He's one of the voice actors involved in the show. And in this campaign, Sam plays an automaton, basically a fantasy version of a robot. It's named Freshly Cut Grass, or FCG for short, and he's the cleric of the party. Along the campaign, he had a little stove installed into his body. Using this stove, he makes food for the party from time to time. That stove gives them, or that food gives them buffs. While traversing an island, one of the other characters caught a couple of fish, and FCG cooked them. And finally, after all that, we get to the joke that made me burn roughly 11 hours of my life to capture that moment.
I'll also say we're going to have to clean you out real hard before we bake anything.
Pretty hot.
Stink.
That's going to be some vinegar and baking soda.
My lower parts sort of smell like fish now? Is that what's happening?
I know. We're literally setting him up for the worst.
Why did we do this? God damn it.
My hot hole
I'm
smells
sorry.
like fish?
I take responsibility for this one. I'm so sorry. I didn't see it coming.
Bye, Matt.
I really feel bad about this one.
The show's over. See you guys.
Oh my god.
He's just gonna do a lap.
Critical Role shockingly ended mid-campaign 3.
It's been a great 8 years.
Yeah. I know it's controversial, but it's helped me immensely, especially with time. I generate about 20 references with AI, and then I photo batch the elements I like and occasionally work in other areas until I've created a beautiful monstrosity that reflects what lies in my twisted brain. For this, FGG is made up of a product picture of a stove, 3 AI images, and an electric unicycle pick. You know, those things that you kind of like lean forward, lean back, but it's like one tire and you look real dorky doing it, but like you think you look sci-fi and you're like, look at me, I'm sci-fi, and you're almost like, anyway. Then I filled in the silhouette of the reference and started the line work. The next step was dropping the opacity on the finished line work and color dropping sections from the reference. Then duplicating that layer, then blending, then duplicating the bottom layer again, and blending the middle layer wherever it seemed too unicolor. Then I add a layer of light brush, drop the opacity, and there you go. So here's the process. Enjoy. It's about 6 minutes long, so I will put some lovely music underneath it, and just enjoy yourselves and let yourself drift off to sleep like halfway through it, and then put it back on tomorrow and the day after that until it becomes a habit. And I'd appreciate that very much. It'll help with my views and my ego. So anyway, have a good one, guys.